Hello and welcome back to another FIFA 21 player review. Today's review is Storyline Marek Hamsik, and he is the card that I suggested that you take from level 15. So without further ado, let's get into this. As you can see, the stats are now on the screen. Played 5 games, all in rivals, scored 5 goals, assisted 3, so we'll now look at the team that I played him in. As you can see, it's my usual team. It's the 5-3-2, and to get Hamsik on 10 chem, I've trapped him in with the icons. And obviously Hamsik, this is the one thing that I did say in my level 15 video of who to take, which I will link in the top right hand corner. I'd also like to say thank you for the massive support on that video. But the thing I did say was, if you do take this Hamsik card, you're going to have to use icons to link him, and obviously I had to also make him a striker to get him on 10 chem. So now we will move on to the gameplay section. Okay, so now we're heading into the gameplay section for Hamsik. So we're going to be watching his 5 goals and 2 assists. So there's the first assist, and as you'll see through the gameplay, obviously I'm playing him at striker, but to be honest, if you're playing him as a centre mid, he will be significantly better as I get speed up lag. And I think his pace was an issue sometimes, because it's only 91 with an engine, and I prefer my strikers to basically have 99 pace, so that +8 is actually a massive difference, as he scores a nice little finesse to win the game 2-1. And as you can see, I'll show the stats after each and every game. And here we have Hamsik winning a penalty. Clearly a penalty was taken down, and I decided I'll take it with Hamsik. He's only got 78 penalties, but as long as you send them the wrong way, you're most likely going to score like I did. So I think, yeah, there is a couple more clips. I believe it's game 4. There is no gameplay because I lost 1-0 and genuinely nothing happened. It was basically a battle in the midfield. And as you can see, Hamsik scoring on his 5-star weak foot. But in game 4, it was a 1-0 victory to my opposition, and basically just nothing happened. So there was no real point of actually showing any sort of gameplay, as Hamsik scores another one on his left, which is something that I really enjoyed with this Hamsik card. He can use both his left and his right, but I think definitely taking this card from level 15. Here's the game. You can see he had 2 shots on target and not much else. So this is the 5th and final game, and absolutely disgusting finish on his left. But I will be back after the gameplay with the pros and cons of this Hamsik card. Now that you've seen the gameplay section, we're going to move on to the pros and cons of this Storyline Hamsik card. Now we'll start with the pros for this Hamsik card, and for me I would have to say his 5-star weak foot and 4-star skill moves. His high medium work rates is another pro, and then I have to say, because for me I don't think there's any like real individual stats that make him spectacular, but it's all his stats combined just makes him an absolute monster on this game, because you can play him literally anywhere. Now on to the cons of this Hamsik card, I think the first thing is his pace. So he has 91 pace once you've applied the engine chem style, and I only say 91 pace isn't actually good enough because I played him as a striker, and a lot of defenders are actually far quicker than that now. But if you're playing him as a box-to-box midfielder or a cam or a CDM, then 91 pace is more than enough. But also his agility and balance is just a tiny bit low if you're using him as a striker, but as I said, if you're using him as a midfielder, then his cons don't really exist. It's only if you're playing him as a striker. The question is, do I still recommend taking Hamsik from level 15 for season 7? In my personal opinion, I would still recommend taking Marek Hamsik from level 15. I think for me, his weak foot, his skill moves, his work rates and his well-rounded nature just means that he is that little bit better compared to Giovinco and Alvarez. As I said in my level 15 video, if Giovinco or Alvarez fits your team better, then take them because they are very good cards in their own right. But for me, I think Hamsik is that card that can play in any team, in any position. So I think for me, I would still say take Hamsik from level 15. I'd like to thank you all for watching this player review. If you did enjoy it, drop a like, comment down below who you took from level 15 and whether you're going to be getting to level 30 this season. And if you're new around here, do consider subscribing. But for now, I'll see you in the next one.